Hi, welcome to Pitt Street Skatepark. I'm Jake Skinner. Nice to meet you. So, my real love for skateboarding started at Leon's Solent seafront. It was just a spot with some rickety old pavement slabs and a curb, which I'd done my first ever 50-50 on. There were these like plastic mould benches. For me, I always found it hard to find a hobby that I could get into because football and other things like that, I feel maybe had too much structure, whereas skateboarding, you're never late for. And that was when my first love was discovered for it. But then it really developed when I found Leesland Skatepark and my cronies there. Lest we forget. It was a place of freedom, Leesland Skatepark. We used to call it Gash Pit. So it's quite funny because I've gone literally from pit to pit. I was born on October 31st, 1989. I was a pretty good kid until I discovered skateboarding. And then I wasn't naughty, but you know, my life went in an alternate route for a little while. You know, I've lived a bit of time in Australia, been up here, been down there, but skateboarding has always fundamentally been there for me. Spent a lot of time on the beach, skateboarding, studying. But I also feel like I really learned to stand on my own 2 feet out there. There was a little while where I, was still trying to figure it out like we all were. And there were points in my life where I thought there were certain jobs that I had to do, but they were everyone else's thoughts and not mine. And then that gave me the time to really focus on what I needed to do. Then I came back to the UK when I was about 26 and I meandered for a bit longer. And then I met my beautiful wife, Jenna. And then the inception of this place happened. Skateboarding in England is very seasonal, and after living in Australia, you can skateboard all year round no matter what the weather is, and I found that my skateboarding would sort of go through peaks and troughs. So by the end of the summer in the UK, I'd be at my peak, and then by the end of the winter, I'd have a beer belly. And I wanted to provide an all year round service and a safe place for the people of Portsmouth. But originally, I wanted to build it under a roundabout flyover, but I just wanted to put some ramps under a bridge, and now we're in this mad place. So. I was sat there on the sofa with my mate Jack New, and I'd said countless times I want to build a skate park. And he went, "Come on then, Skinner, let's do it." And we started a campaign, a simple, a simple petition. Thank you, mate, the word completely eluded my brain. We started a petition, and we started an online petition. You can still find it online if you type it in somewhere. It's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people agreeing to it. But whilst I've got this moment, big up Jack New, mate, because you kicked me up the bum to really do this. And Jack left the project at the early stages of the campaign, but I really appreciate you. But yeah, we started a campaign, we had a meeting with the council, we done a big event, everyone was yes. As I said before, I wanted to build it under Radmore roundabout flyover, but then there was too much red tape. Then we were umming and ahhing through the council, but where they'd said yes, they were invested in the project and they knew it was a good thing. And then it got to the point, it's sort of 3.5 years down the road, and I was just about to give up, mate. Too much of my life had been put into this, and there's only so far you can go with trying. And then just at that point, it was during COVID, this place came up for grabs. The council bought it for the redevelopment of the city, but they need someone to inhabit it before they knocked it down. And so here we are. Oh, we work alongside the council there. You know, they're one of our biggest supporters. Big up Portsmouth City Council too. Thanks for all your help. And you know, like, they really listened to what we had to say on this, and we provide a really good service for our community now. So like, you know, it worked out as planned. So far, so good. Touch wood. Oh, that's a hard question. There was a point before we managed to get, so we get certain rates relief as a community interest company, but they wanted us to become a different status. So it was the status they wanted us to become to get the rates relief was a community amateur sports club. They call it a cask. And this was during COVID, and this was high pressure stress on me because I was like, if we don't get it, we won't be able to get the rates relief and therefore won't be able to get the building. And we got rejected as a community amateur sports club because essentially you have to be one before you can become one. It's all a bit complicated, but then it turned out that there is a way that you can get rates relief as a community interest company at your local authority's discretion. And then I shared this with our council, and where it was something they hadn't done before, but they had with the cask, it was not necessarily a risk, but you know, it's new. But every cloud has a silver lining, and what turned out to be the most stressful part of the project turned out to be probably one of the best things for the functionality of my business. So like, you know, sometimes I feel that you've got to go through those hard times to come out on top. Oh mate, and I'm still learning every day. Like, some days are harder than others, and managing people, like, I'm a people person. I don't want to have to tell people what to do, and it's not just this glorious skate park with these wicked ramps. Sometimes it's more than that. So the concept for me was always more than just a skate park. I've always used the term a creative community hub because what goes around the wheeled sports community, a lot of creative things, art, music. And as time has gone by, we've been able to bring all of that in. And you know, we're coming up to our first year of full business, and we had Fatboy Slim DJ here the other week. We had Chase and Status. We've got some of the biggest names in skateboarding coming for a little visit next week. But also we've got art exhibitions planned. We're going to be hosting this new thing we're embarking on called Pitt Street Topics. And we're going to start next year, but it's alongside the Ben Ramers Foundation. And I think we're going to call it Moody Tuesdays. And it's to do with people coming in to talk about their mental health and what we can do to help each other, and injury, recovery, addiction. So yeah, it was always my intention for it to be more than just a skate park. There are issues that for a long time I don't think people were able to talk about, and hands up, suffering or have suffered most of those points in my life, sometimes they're the best ways to be able to overcome it and talk about it, because if you don't live it, you don't know. And I'm happy to share my story with people, and like, come share yours with me. A large part of our inception and actually being able to get on our feet was the guys at Victorious Festival. As much as they're very modest, they really helped me out from day dot with getting the council to listen, and you know, financial support, but like support with all the events and just knowledge, and they're always there if I need a hand. So you know, thank you, you guys are top. Yeah, it's hard, but my main inspiration now is my family. I've got two beautiful little girls I've got to look after, and not only that I want to do this, I've got to. This is my whole life. My whole life's invested in this thing. But also, we're going turbo, mate. Like, sky's the limit. And we're not going to be here forever, so this is like our pilot model, you know. So, wait for Pitt Street 2.0. the support of the community. Like, the most amazing thing is that I think we completely typify a community interest company, because not only do we have the interest of the community, but they have our interests too. And I feel like we typify what a community project is, because we've got all different people that wouldn't have necessarily jumped on wheels before come and get involved and walk past and see. And we've built our own community, or we're building our own community in here. So if you've not already, come check it out. We've got a wide demographic of all ages. Doesn't matter what or where or why or how, you know, we got you covered. Come and get involved. I know it sounds cheesy, but don't give up your daydream. Like, and not like, you know, this is I know that what we've done is an extraordinary story, and for those that knew me in my younger years, may say it's even more extraordinary, but just keep going. If you believe in something that's going to happen, I was a pest. You know, to the point people were like, whatever, you're mental, and maybe I am mental, but I have a dream. Mental pays off, doesn't it? As I said before, if you want to come visit Pitt Street, it's not just a skate park. We've got parties, private hire, full skate park, roller disco. We've got loads of music events, great food and drink. We've also a licensed premises, so if you want to have a beer, obviously responsibly, and after you skate, come on down. We're at 315 Commercial Road. Use the postcode PO14AY, which actually takes you to Clarence Street. If you want to find out more information, our website is pittstreetskatepark.com, so that's PITTST skatepark.com.